dangerous man. Jones coming out guns blazing. This is a street fight, ladies and gentlemen.
For those of you with us here in beautiful Lyon, and to those fans that may be watching around the world on both our Facebook and YouTube channels of Glory, we welcome you to the official weigh-ins for Glory 70 Lyon. I told you a couple of weeks ago when we were in Dusseldorf that we had a very ambitious finish to 2019. Hard to believe a month ago we were in Miami, Florida for Glory 68. 2 weeks ago in Dusseldorf, Germany for Glory 69. And here we are back for the third time in beautiful Lyon, France for Glory 70. But it doesn't stop there. We have lots of great plans coming for the remainder of the year. And for that, I want to bring up the international play-by-play voice of Glory, Mr. Todd Grisham, to tell you more about this event and what's to come to finish the year.
Thank you, Tim. As some of you may already know, we have history in the making in our next event. For the first time ever, it'll be a weekend of Glory, back-to-back nights, back-to-back fight cards. Glory 71 and 72 in the Windy City of Chicago, Illinois. 2 title fights. Pechpanrung Kiat-Mukau defending his title against Alexei Ulyanov. And then the next night, it's Tiffany Van Soos and Anissa Meksen. That's their trilogy fight. Cannot wait to see that. And then for our next trip, we're headed back to China for the third time. We'll be in Shenzhen on December 7th. Tickets go on sale today for the Chicago event, so everyone watching in America right now, you can buy those tickets. And then for December 7th, we'll have news on those tickets going on sale soon. And, of course, our year-end event, Collision 2, December 21st in Arnhem, the Netherlands. Limited tickets are available. We released a few hundred tickets a couple of days ago, so a few select tickets are left. Buy those now, but 4 events down the stretch for Glory. It's certainly fight time here in the kickboxing world. Back to you, Tim. We'll have more information later on.
All right, Todd, I almost forgot we squeezed in the press conference for Collision 2 in the middle of all of that in beautiful Amsterdam, and that's going to be one hell of a way to finish the season. The biggest night ever in Glory history. We're expecting 25,000 people for that night, Bader versus Rico. All right, let's get to the weigh-ins here for Glory 70, and I want to bring up our Glory girls to get things started, if I might. Laura, Stephanie, and Bella, please give them a big hand. Here to oversee our weigh-ins for our preliminary bouts, I want to bring up Ramon Dalder from our Talent Operations Department, if we could. Talent Operations, you want to talk about, everything that happens with so many events to finish the year. It's been a crazy time, I know, behind the scenes to get all of these matchups to finish the year. And, of course, overseeing our weigh-ins as well, Raffles LaRose, as always, to keep an eye on the scales and give me my official weights. What a night it's going to be at Palais de Sport de Gerland. Coming up tomorrow night, we've got 3 preliminary bouts, so let's get those onto the scales first. And looking forward to having Saeed Amada in the Glory ring for the first time, along with Yohan Mermou. But it's Amada who will step onto the scales first. We do have a lot of French fighters, obviously, because we're here in Lyon. So there should be a partisan crowd there to cheer these guys on. But Saeed is making his Glory debut. From Grenoble, France, 23 wins, 5 losses, 11 of those wins coming by way of knockout. 64.8 for Saeed Amada. Now his opponent, Yohan Mermou. By the way, this is a featherweight matchup, 3 3-minute rounds scheduled. Mermou here from Contamine, France. Coming off a successful debut 1 year ago, right here in Lyon at Glory 60. He had a unanimous decision there. 32 wins and 15 losses, 8 of those wins coming by way of knockout. 64.6 for Mermou. Mermou, by the way, fighting as far away as Thailand. He competed and won, actually, in the famed Lumpini Stadium there. Nice way to get things started. And then we quickly turn to the women's super bantamweight division. Maria Lobo and Anel Angerville. Both of these women making their debuts inside the Glory ropes. Lobo onto the scales first. She'll fight from the black corner. Here, fighting out of Portugal. 33 wins, 11 losses, 4 bouts scored even, and 5 of those wins coming by way of knockout. 54.7 for Lobo. Now her opponent, Anel Angerville. We had a chance to talk to her yesterday in our fighter meetings. She is fighting in front of a home crowd here in Lyon, France, and looking forward to it. Trained in Muay Thai and boxing. A veteran of over 20 fights, 15 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, and 3 career knockouts. But she is 4 out of 5 in her last 5 bouts. 54.8 for Angerville. Anel, by the way, fought to the finals of this year's IFMA World Championships. And then the last of our preliminary bouts will take place in the welterweight division. Mehdi Kata and Cedric Doe. Welterweight division, Kata fighting out of France, will fight from the black corner. Coming off a second-round TKO here in Lyon 1 year ago over Mustafa Yassar. He is a 2015 WACO World Cup gold medalist and a 4-time French national champion. 15 wins, 4 losses, 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout. 75.8 for Kata. Now his opponent, Cedric Doe, fighting out of New Caledonia, Noumea. Also a veteran of 20 fights, 15 wins, 5 losses, and 8 career knockouts. Trained in Muay Thai, he'll be making his glory debut. The Caledonian fighter stepping onto the scales and looking forward. He's been dreaming of this moment to fight inside the glory ropes. $76.5 for Cedric Doe. So that's the way the night gets started tomorrow night here in Lyon with 3 preliminary bouts. And then, of course, we get ready for the Glory Super Fight Series with fighters from Japan, Thailand, Brussels, and more. That's next.
1, 2, 3.
As I told you a moment ago, we have fighters literally from all over the world that will square off in our Super Fight Series here at Glory 70 in Lyon. And many of these fighters told us yesterday they are looking to work their way into the main card events, of course, as Glory makes its way around the world. Let's bring up our managing director of sport, if I can, for that part of our weigh-ins and the rest of our weigh-ins here, Mr. Cor Hemmers. Give him a hand. Super Fight Series actually gets underway in the featherweight division. 3 3-minute rounds. Messiah Kubo and Tong Fairtex. Kubo up onto the scales first. He's here from Tokyo, Japan. 17 wins, 11 losses, 1 draw, and 5 of those 17 wins coming by way of knockout. He was with us in Paris at Glory 66 and made it to the finals of our Asian qualifying tournament in Guangzhou 2 years ago at Glory 46. 64.9 for Kubo. Here comes his opponent now, Tong Fairtex. Look at this career record, 69 wins, 20 losses, 3 draws, and 25 career knockouts. Fairtex made his debut here in Lyon at Glory 60 with a unanimous decision win over Victor Bordage. He is undefeated in 2 prior Glory appearances and arrives on a 10-fight winning streak. 64.5 for Tong Fairtex. Expect some fireworks in this one as we get the Super Fight Series underway tomorrow night. From the featherweights to the lightweights, Mohamed Hendouf and Garrick Palais. Hendouf is here out of Brussels, Belgium. He'll make his Glory debut with 35 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw, and 8 career knockouts. He's been on a pretty good run lately, winning 4 of his last 5, and he won an 8-man tournament in the Netherlands last February. By the way, he told us yesterday he is a sparring partner from time to time with our welterweight champion, Cedric Doumbé. $69.9 for Hendouf. Now, Garrick Palais, here out of Burgundy, France. 31 wins and 3 losses. He has 14 knockouts on his career record. He took a unanimous decision win in Paris at Glory 66 over Goldie Galloway last June and made his successful debut here in Lyon. 69.4 for Palais. He is an ISK amateur French national champion and a karate black belt. Our Super Fight Series working our way through all of the different divisions of Glory right now. So now we go up to the welterweights. Vedat Hadouk is here to take on Jamie Bates. It's Istanbul, Turkey, and Durham, England to square off. Hadouk out of Istanbul, 47 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. But 29 of those 47 wins have come by knockout. That's a 61% knockout ratio. The Supreme Fighting Machine will make his Glory debut here. 76.8 for Hadouk. Now, Jamie Bates. Jamie set to make his 4th appearance. We haven't seen him in a while. He last competed on home soil in Birmingham, England at Glory 54, had a unanimous decision win there. 25 wins, 7 losses with 3 career knockouts. 77 kilos even for Jamie Bates. We continue to move up the ladder to the middleweight division now. Yassine Aghan, Boom Boom, is here to take on Matej Peñaz. Yassine out of Bordeaux, France. 41 career fights consisting of 33 wins and 8 losses, 22 of those wins by knockout. He was with us in Utrecht at Glory 65 earlier this year and is a French national Muay Thai champion. 84.4 for Aghan. Now, Matej Peñaz out of Brno, Czech Republic. Peñaz set to make his 4th Glory start. 22 wins with 3 losses, 11 of those wins by knockout. He made short work of his last opponent in Paris with a first-round knockout over Matthew Seva. Money, winner of 10 of his last 11 bouts, and made his debut here in Lyon at Glory 60 with a second-round stoppage. A European Muay Thai champion. 84.7 for Peñaz. And then the headline fight of the evening in the super fight series, Nordin Mahadin and Kirill Kornilova. Both of these two heavyweights have appeared before in the Glory ropes, both looking for their first Glory wins. Mahadin, here out of Marseille, France, by way of Algeria. Last appeared at Glory 66, 23-9 on a career with 12 career knockouts. .104.6 for Mahadin. Now from St. Petersburg, Russia, here is Kirill Kornilova. He comes in winner of 5 of his last 6, a 4-time Russian amateur champion whose last appearance inside the Glory ring was in December as a reserve fighter for the 8-man heavyweight tournament in Rotterdam. 15 wins with 3 losses, 6 of those wins by knockout. 110.2 kilograms. Both of these fighters determined to prove that they belong inside the Glory ropes in the heavyweight division on an international scale. Then we'll take just a brief break and get things ready for Glory 70 Lyon, including 5 rounds for the interim Welterweight Championship of the World.
Defend yourself at all times. See you later. Murtaugh the Predator Grubhart with another knockout victory.
Here comes trouble. Troy Jones.
Dangerous man. Jones coming out guns blazing. This is a street fight, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll get you to that interim welterweight championship in just a minute for your main event, but boy, we've got some other great fights on the Glory 70 card, including in the lightweight division. Bruno Khazzani is here to make his debut to take on Michael Palandre. Let's get him onto the scales. Khazzani out of São Bernardo do Campo, Brazil. Lots of hype surrounding his entry into the Glory ring. 63 career wins with just 6 losses and 1 draw. 32 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And as I mentioned, set to make his debut. He was the winner, by the way, of our Road to Glory tournament in Brazil last year. 69.9 for Khazzani. Now his opponent, Michael Palandre, here out of Saint-Galmier, France. Undefeated in 3 prior Glory appearances. A 32-fight career with 30 wins and 2 losses. Had a split decision win in both Strasbourg and Paris. 70 kilograms even for Palandre. He came off a perfect season in 2018. 5 fights, 5 wins. Undefeated so far with 3 wins in Glory. This should be a good one. And then it continues. Wild action in the featherweight division. Zakaria Zugari is here to take on Abdallah Esbiri. Expect fireworks here. Zugari from Morocco. 31 wins with 5 losses, 1 bout scored even, and 15 career knockouts. He made his debut in Holland at Glory 41. That night, Fight of the Year candidate. 64.6 for Zakaria Zugari. Now his opponent, Abdallah Esbiri. The man needs no introductions around this part of the world. From Lyon, France, 47 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Abdallah, a contender tournament champion, 3-time French, 2-time world champion. $64.3 for Esbiri. Dynamite, as they say, comes in small packages. This one's ready to explode tomorrow night. Palais de Sport de Gerland here in Lyon. Then your co-main event of the evening, Jason Wilness and Donovan Isa, both of them 2 top 5 fighters in the middleweight division. Jason Wilness, onto the scales out of Utrecht, the Netherlands, 31 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw, 9 of those wins by knockout. Of course, he is a former middleweight champion of the world. 84 kilograms even for Jason Wilness. He holds career wins over names like Pereira, Verlinden, Marcus, and Israel Adesanya. Now his opponent, Donovan Isa, who is here out of Suriname. Donovan with a 14-fight career. 13 of those 14 are wins, 1 loss, 8 knockouts. And he, too, has been on a bit of a tear. 3 out of his last 4 glory appearances. 84.4 for Donovan Isa. And then your main event of the evening here in Lyon, 5 rounds for the interim welterweight championship of the world. It's Troy Jones here to take on Myrtle Grunhart. Jones is here from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, by way of Chicago, Illinois. He has an impressive start to a professional career as well. 13 wins, 1 loss, 11 of 13 wins by knockout, but he's undefeated in 4 prior glory appearances. Here comes trouble. 76.4 for Troy Jones, coming off his first round TKO with 3 knockdowns in a fight in Miami at Glory 68. And then Myrtle Grunhart, fighting out of the Netherlands, one of the great veterans of this sport. The Predator, of course, an impressive body of work in his career. Former welterweight champion of the world, beating Cedric Doumbé back at Glory 44 in Chicago. A 2-time contender tournament champion, European and world max champion. Listen to the record, 68 wins, 24 losses, 3 draws with 39 career knockouts. 76.3 for the former world champion.
I am here with Troy Trouble Jones, fighting out of Minnesota, USA. Troy, you were given this opportunity just a couple of weeks ago. It's the biggest fight of your night, biggest fight of your life. How are you feeling right now about this opportunity?
I feel great. I'm just ready to go, ready to come for Saturday.
We know that Myrtle likes to talk a lot of trash, but for some reason he hasn't said much about you. You felt earlier, you told us that maybe he's overlooking you. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, he's been talking more about Doumbé than he is me. He's fighting me tomorrow, so we're going to see on Saturday.
What's going to happen tomorrow night in Lyon?
It's going to be a good fight. I'm no pushover, so we're going to find out tomorrow.
Good luck to you. Troy Trouble Jones, everybody. Myrtle Grunhart, you've seen video of him. What do you think of the American Troy Jones?
He's a good fighter.
How good is he? Can he beat you?
Oh, definitely not. He's good, but not at my level.
We know you were hoping to get Doumbé tonight. Instead, you get Troy Jones tomorrow night, rather. What can we expect to see from you in the ring?
Fireworks, man. I won that title, so you're going to see definitely fireworks. And speaking about Doumbé, he's scared, man. He's scared. Else he will face me today, but he's scared. But I'll see him next time. I will get that title for sure.
All right, give it up for the Predator, Myrtle Grunhart. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, Chicago back-to-back nights, Glory 71 and 72. Tickets are on sale today.
So, as you just saw, for those of you in the States, if you're anywhere near the Chicagoland area, get your tickets. Be a part of Glory history coming up with not one, but two great fights. Glory, or night of fights, of course. Glory 71 and Glory 72. Those tickets go on sale today. For those of you here in Lyon, you just saw it. The fighters are ready. The French fans are ready. And tomorrow night at Palais de Sport de Gerland, we're going to get it on. Glory 70 Lyon. Are you ready for glory?
Defend yourself at all times. See you later. Murtaugh the Predator Grunhard with another knockout victory.
Here comes trouble. Troy Jones.
Dangerous, dangerous man. Jones coming out, guns blazing. This is a street fight, ladies and gentlemen.